So I guess we are live. Hopefully we are live. So let me know anyway. So hey guys, my name is Raj Sudan. You can call me Raj. I'm working as a front-end engineer and a Python programmer in a US company. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And whoever guys who are following me for a while, they actually know. No, I do some live streams. So yeah, this is my second live stream, right? This is my second live stream in this Python web automation series. So basically, whatever automation thing I do, probably it comes like on a live stream because it's really, really easy to, implement. You don't need to do an editing and all this good stuff. Also, you can communicate with the people. And this is going to be a awesome live stream that we're going to do. It's on the web automation series. So we're going to explore Selenium, which is a tool, which is a library which helps us to do a cool and a really awesome, powerful web automations using Python, right? We're going to explore this really, really hard. We're going to go with the basics. I'm going to teach you why, and we'll give you a basic idea on what is web automation in Python is, and then I'm just going to go over the basic setup and the installation you pretty much need to get started using web automation in in your code or something like that. If you want to get into web automation, really cool. And I'm going to show you how to get in that, even really give you a good basic idea on how and all of this work, okay? Like web automation, how you tackle errors, and we'll also move from a basic, opening up and getting some header and the paragraphs of some kind of a link, and then we'll move forward doing some hard and like automation, like looping through a table and testing it, like what if the user clicks on this, what should happen, and if the user clicks on this, then we're going to write the program so much effectively so then we get very, very least amount of errors. At the same time, it's very efficient and it's good to go used by a public company or anything like that, okay? So this is the introduction I want to give to you guys. So before even we get started, I want to confirm whether my live stream is actually going. Oh, Argi, he's a software engineer and he's a lead software engineer in the company I'm working on. He has said thanks for sharing. Yeah. Thank you, Argi, for being on this live stream. Really means a lot. Okay, guys, so I guess I am live. So anyway, let's just anyway confirm it. Let me just refresh it. At home. All right, we are live. Okay, get it. All right, guys, so what we're going to do, first of all, let me just give you an introduction. Selenium is a library that we use to do simple to very large web automation with Python, okay? So you can do it in Java, you can use Selenium in C#, you can use it in Ruby, and if you just go for their documentation, you can see on what stuff, on what languages you can use Selenium. Selenium is such powerful, you can use it in most of the languages that you do. Okay, so I would suggest you to go through the documentation. Yes, go to the documentation, selenium.dev documentation.english, to get this documentation and just go through them. You get a brief understanding how we work. Okay, so now right now I have Visual Studio Code opened up, and now it's going to be the installation process while we do the WebDriver thing and all of this stuff. I want you to sort of get the idea on how web automation stuff and works. So we'll be building a very simple app and then really moving on to really hard stuff like looping through tables, collecting user errors and solving them and stuff like that. Okay, I want you guys to learn that. All right. Okay, so let me just sign in to chat. So open web browser. I don't know, I didn't sign in. I don't know why I didn't sign in. So yes, you're welcome, Argi. Okay, so I'm just gonna trying to make sure I reply to most of the comments. Okay, all right. Alright guys, so now let's go over and get started. So the first thing you need to do right now is to download or just install Selenium in your PC, like in your system. So what we could do, make sure you also download Python. Now if you're new to this, you can just go to if you don't have Python, you have to go to Python, download, just type download, and you can go to this one right there, python.org/downloads, and you can download this web version. You can download the your system version. If it's Mac, go for a Mac one, and they'll give you all the system requirements. You can this is the latest one, I believe, so you can click on downloads and you can download that. Okay, so or else you can just go for the like the home page, and they will provide you with the download link, I believe. So there we go. If you go downloads, you can download this. Okay, So that's the number one thing you need. Make sure you install Python. And then what we need to do, we need to install a library called Selenium. So we have to say pip install, and pip automatically is installed with Python, so you don't need to really install it again. So you just have to say pip install, and then you have to say Selenium. So we are basically going to install this in a like in a global system. So you might have any advantages on using it in a global system, or you can create your own virtual environment and install it just for that. Okay, whatever is okay for you. I've already installed it in my system, so make sure you run this command pip install Selenium. Okay, this is what you have to do. Very simple and very easy. And the second thing we need to do, guys, we need to have a command, or basically an app, something downloaded called Chrome driver. Okay. So by the way, I want to mention this live stream might be around 1 to 2 hours, so depending on what we achieve at the end, it might take some time. But if you're watching it till the end, all the code and everything should be in the description, so you can check it out. Okay, so I want you guys to go to Chrome driver, the chromium.org, and I want you to download the stable version, not the beta version. I want you to download the stable version. Click on that, and now comes the important part. If you're using a Mac, download the Mac one. I've already downloaded it. If you're using Windows, use Windows, and if you're using Linux, use Linux. Okay, either one of them. You just have to install it and just follow the steps. Okay, just install it. That's it. Okay, and now what you got to do is that now I have it in my Find, I believe, so I can go to the downloads, and if you see now these are like the boilerplate, so you basically need to get before you get started with web automation, so there'll be no errors while you do web automation. So if you see, I have downloaded this file called Chrome driver /ma, which is the Mac version. So I have to just double click on this just to extract it, and I have this file here. So I'm just going to delete it because I have this extracted here. You have to basically extract it, right? You need to extract the file, and for Windows, just copy and paste that particular file in your Visual Studio Code folder, right? That's what you need, and that's what that's all that you need. Okay, so you're good to go. And also it's good if you can install the Python extension. So if you just search for Python, you can say they provide you with linting and all of this stuff, so you can just simply click on install. Right now I've not installed it, so I'm also going to install it to you guys. So if you are new to this, so just install this as well. It really comes handy when you do the program. Okay, so if you see, there's like 25 million of downloads. Okay, it's taking some time to install. Come on. Come on. Alright, so until we install, I'm just going to show you what we're going to do. So let's go to Wikipedia right now. So as I told, we're going to start from the basics and then move forward with some extra stuff, right? So basics is really important because you kind of get like the good idea on how you perform this kind of functions while you're doing web automation. Okay, it's very simple, but I just wanted to say that. Okay, so now it's installed globally, so you can say right here it is installed. And now what we could do, we can go right there and create a file called app.py. Okay, I'm just going to call it app.py. You can call it whatever you want, and it's going to give you an error. Link to Python is not installed, so we'll just install that. You just have to click that. It's going to automatically install for you. Okay, and some libraries or something, it might ask you to install, and you need to install those as well. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do right now, we simply, to get started, to give an idea, we're going to go to wikipedia.org and go to coronavirus, this link, and then what we're going to do, we're going to grab the head, like this one. We're basically going to grab this and throw it in our console, or to our terminal. Okay, we're going to grab the header, we're going to open up Google Chrome automatically, we're going to go to this link automatically, maximize this window, and just grab this head and this paragraph. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And also expect me making errors, because yes, I will make errors, because that's a part of programming. If you don't make any errors, then I don't know, you might be a wizard or something. So expect making errors. So having errors really makes you a good programmer. Okay. All right, so I hope you guys I guess it's around 10 minutes, I'm not sure how many minutes it's okay, it's 9 minutes. So this is like the introduction, 9 minutes introduction, so you to get set up everything that you need to get started with web automation. Okay. All right, guys, so as I told, this is what we're gonna do. So let's get started. So the first thing that you have to do is to import some libraries what we have installed. Okay, so what we have to do, you want to say from Selenium. So this is what we install right now. So from Selenium, we want to import WebDrive. Okay, we want to be able to import this WebDrive, and also you guys can see auto pip 8 not installed. Okay, we just install it, whatever, because it's just gonna pop up saying it's not installed, it's not installed, so we might install it. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so from Selenium we're going to import WebDriver, right? We need access to this WebDriver to do automation with it. Okay, and then we also need to import sleep. So I would explain why we use sleep in a bit, but just follow the introduction, like how we do it. So just say from time you can import sleep, right? So let's say import sleep. Okay, and then we need to import the operating system module which comes with Python. So why do we import this operating system module? It's very simple. We need to use this Chrome driver app in this file. Okay, like we need to get access to it. So you can basically get this module and say executable path, and you can pass the path which gives you access to that module. Okay, simply as that. Alright guys, so we have access to all of this basic stuff. Now what we need to do, we need to set up our driver. Okay, what is driver? Driver in logic, if you see, is a person who drives a vehicle. He takes you to whatever places you want. Same thing in Python, we are creating a driver, and that driver variable is used to take whatever we pass. It's just gonna do it, it's just gonna do whatever we say it to do. For example, if I want to go to Google Chrome, then I will give in options to driver, and that driver takes me to Google Chrome, something like that. Okay, so that's how I will do. So I'll say driver is equals to, and now we gotta say what we have to say, what we have bought up. We have imported the WebDriver, right? So we need to get access to this. So let's say WebDriver.Chrome. So what is Chrome? We're using Chrome's Chrome's driver to do. We're using Chrome to do it, right? So you need to get WebDriver.Chrome, and then you need to pass. Now if you have in Windows, you can, if you have this installed inside the system, like inside your Python folder, you don't need to give an executable path because you automatically defaultly going to find that. But now we have it in a file right here, so we have to say executable path, and now we have to say the path. So you have to say, make sure you put a dot there, /, and let's say Chrome driver, and you need to say that. If you say executable path is equals to / Chrome driver, now Python has the access to do it. And now what we have to say, driver.get, and we have to get that particular link. What we have to get right now, we need to get to this particular link, right? So we're going to copy this link, and now we're going to go and paste it right here. Okay, that's what we need. Very simple. Okay, and now what we need to do now, for example, right now we just only need to open Google Chrome and just go to that link. So this is more than enough for us to do it. And now we have to give sleep of 1 second. And now guys, why do we have sleep? Now I just wanted to give you a brief introduction why we have sleep, because sleep, this module really plays a very big role when it comes to web automation. You know why? Because when you go to a browser and immediately Python is going to search for an HTML element, but in reality when you go to a browser, the HTML element doesn't load in a click. It doesn't load unless until you have around 300 or 400 MB per second Wi-Fi or something. It's not going to load in a quick. Sometimes you might get delayed. So what we're going to do with this sleep, we're saying go to this link and just wait for 1 second and then carry out the next task. So which is really comes handy, because we go to that link and give it a 1 second. In that 1 or 2 seconds, we can also make it 2 seconds if you want, right? I'm just saying. So if you want 1 or 2 seconds, it's just going to go for that particular link. So it's going to wait for 1 second. So in that 1 second, the whole website is just going to load, and once that's get loaded, you can start doing the next stuff. Okay, simple as that. Simple stuff like that. Okay, and now let's see whether this Python program is working. So let's say Python app.py. Now you can run it in a lot of ways, and you can click on this logo if you want to run this one. I normally do it like Python app.py, and I click on enter, so I shouldn't get any errors by now. So there we go. Google Chrome is automatically opening, and now we have coronavirus page. Okay, now we just bought Google Chrome automatically. Now we have coronavirus page. That's it. Okay, congratulations if you have completed it. If you are a web automation beginner, it's really awesome. You have done that. It's just a simple idea I wanted to give how this works, and then as we move forward, we can do a couple of stuff. Okay. All right, so next thing that we have to do, as I mentioned before, we basically need to get this coronavirus head text and some of the paragraph. So let's do it, right? So before when we do it, we have to inspect. So how you do it is very simple. You have to press F12 to bring up your console. Okay, and you have to go to elements. Okay, and once you go to elements, just zoom in so you can see properly. Okay, so now as you go to elements right now, what you need to do, if you need to get this coronavirus page you just need to click on this and click on the header tag. So you need to click on the select element and go to this coronavirus title, click on that. Okay, and now if you see this is selected, automatically selected, you have to right click on it right now and click on copy, and now so you get a bunch of options on what to copy. Okay, you can pretty much copy any of this and use it in Selenium. Selenium gives you ability to use it as a selector. You can use it like as a JS part, you can use it as the X part, you can use it like a full part, you can use anything in Selenium. But what I recommend and what I do, I use full expat, or I use CSS selectors, and I use CSS selectors mainly for stuff that is not displayed in once. For example, in XPath you might not get access to a simple model. For example, if you click a model, if you click on a button and then like for example, it's very hard to prove that to you guys, but once as we move on we can do. But I would suggest you to say, just have an idea, you can use selector and expat, both of them are really good. And if sometimes if you use full expat and if it doesn't work, use CSS selectors and that will 100% work, because that is actually in the HTML, whether it's hid by the CSS element or something like that. What's that? Okay, sorry guys. So you can do one of them. Okay, just use expat. So now expat or CSS selector, I'm going to use copy full expat. So let me just go to here and say copy full expat. Okay. All right, cool. So now what we need to say, guys, we are basically going to set a variable. So I'm going to set a variable called title. Okay, so I'm going to say title, and title is equals to, basically I want to get this driver right here and say driver dot find element by expat. So if you say find, not elements, it's element, you only have like one element. So if you put a s right here, which is also available, you can also find elements. In this case we're only finding elements, so it should be like one element. Okay, and let's just paste it like that, and that is what you call this. That's basically a header. But now if you see, if I print this, let me just show you what we get after you print this. So let's just print title and see what you get from this. Okay, you won't get the spoiler alerts, you won't get the title itself, you would get a session output. Okay, if that makes sense. So I'll just show you how it works. So if you see right there, there we go, this is what is outputted, right? So you cannot understand anything inside that. So what we can do, if you only need like just like one text to it, so you just have to say dot text like that. Okay, so that's also a function. If you see, it's just going to strip off that particular text. Okay, simple as that. And now let's say python app.py, and it's going to open up, go to coronavirus page, and now there we go, it has brought up coronavirus. Okay, it has brought up that particular head, like that header text. So that's what we want, guys. Very simple, that's what we want, right? Really awesome, right? We have got that. So there's a lot of browser opened up, just cancel, and also use, there we go. So once you do a command, there's a lot of browser opened up. So just to get rid of that, what we could do, you can say driver dot quit. So what this is gonna do, it's just basically gonna quit once the whatever task is done. The browser is just gonna quit. That's what it's gonna do. Okay, so let's try that out again. So let's go python app.py, and it's gonna go right here, and once it's completed, and there we go, the browser is quit and we get the header back. Very cool. And now let's try the same thing for a paragraph, right? So let's say paragraph, and oops, it should be simple p, and say and let's get element right now. So let's click on this and let's go on to this one, click on that and double click on that, go to copy full expat. You can use selectors, like whatever you want, but I would recommend expat or CSS selectors, and as I told, if expat doesn't work with CSS selectors. Okay, if that makes sense. And let's say find element by expat. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, and make sure you have dot text there, so it's going to work. And now what we have to say, I'm just going to put this in a very most understandable manner. So you say title is actually equals to the title, and now let's copy paste it, and now let's say paragraph is equals to whatever we're going to build, which is like the paragraph. Okay, so we're going to get the title, and we're going to get the paragraph. Simple as that. This is how we should go, like going from the very simple, and then we can move forward with high-end stuff. Okay, but now very, very simple stuff is very important. And now let's run this particular Python code right now, and now it's going to go to coronavirus page, and there we go. If you see, we are printing a title called coronavirus. Oh, by the way, what's it? Okay, whatever. So basically we're going to title called coronavirus, and we are getting this, and we're also getting the paragraph, which is this. Okay, you don't need to do it, you can just say print, you can just print title, and you can just print paragraph. You can just say like that, paragraph, something like that, and that should be more than enough for you to get that done. Okay, let's run it again. And now another feature or another cool thing that you can saw right now is that now when this opens up, it's actually opening up in like like a tablet mode. Okay, so it's just generally automatically doing this stuff, so which we wouldn't want. I can give a good example why we do it. Like you might encounter a lot of errors. For example, if your tab opens up like this in a different page, okay, sometimes now in this we don't have any menus. Sometimes this particular text, if you, let's say we are grabbing all of this link, this will go into a menu, right? So if it's in a menu, this stuff will only display if the menu is clicked and then we go to the link. So it's going to have a particular different XPath or a link. So it's best for you to always maximize the window like this. So you are basically grabbing everything in a maximized window. You don't want it to open in a mobile view, right? It's going to give you a lot of errors, and this will make more sense once you do all of this. Okay, it makes really good sense once you get into this. As we move on, you get a good sense. Okay guys, so now what I need to do, so yeah, we need to maximize that, right? So we have a cool feature here, just a same function called, you can get that driver right there and say maximize window, right? And that's also a function that is just going to maximize the window. And let's give it a shot. And so it's going to open up, and it's going to it actually maximized in my other window. So just go get it. I don't know, just maximize in my other window. Oops, why is that? Give me a minute guys. Okay, it just quit, right? So let me just comment this quit and just run it again. It's just opening up in my other window. Okay, so just my MacBook screen. So let me go here. There we go, it's maximized, and according to my weight, and this will also get maximized according to your displays. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, so let's get this back. All right, so we've done a simple, very simple web automation, and really awesome guys if you made it until this. I really appreciate you guys if you have watched it. And let me just go quickly to YouTube and see whoever is watching, because I don't know, I don't get any any messages here. I don't know what's here, but yeah, I actually had a thumbnail for this. I don't know why is that like that. Not sure. I'm not sure what it is. Alright, so we've done a simple yeah, it is working. That's cool. Okay, that's what we need. And I also had a thumbnail to this. So if you don't mind me guys, give me to 2 minutes. Let me just go and change out the thumbnail. So let's go to live. I don't mind you guys seeing this, I just don't mind at all. So let's go it'll title description. It is all good, but I actually had a different thumbnail for this. Not sure why it's not there, but yeah, it's completely fine, no problem, whatever. Okay, so let's just come back, and if you see, we should have. Okay guys, so it's fine. So what we could do right now guys, we're gonna just do a different stuff, right? What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go to Wikipedia itself and then search for coronavirus, and then we're gonna go and grab this header. Okay, so we're gonna move for the bit of a next level. So we have to go to this wikipedia.org, and we're basically gonna go to this link, okay, / main page. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for this icon, search icon, and we are going to search for coronavirus. Okay, so we're going to search for coronavirus here, and if you see, once we search it, or maybe just say coronavirus, because this is how Python will search it, and as we search it, we are going to end up coming for this page. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're basically going to go to the Wikipedia's main page and click on this, and once we type coronavirus, we're going to click on this search button. So we're going to automate a couple of stuff, some simple extra stuff in Python. So let's just go and do it. Okay, so I guess, okay. All right, so let's get this done. All right, let's go back here, and we are going to basically go for this link first. Okay, let's go for this link. Let's go right here and click on this and change this link to Wikipedia main page, and there we go. So navigate, it's going to go for the Wikipedia's main page. For now, let that title and paragraph be just, it's just there, it's fine, no problem. Okay, so let's just comment this out, and let's say just grab title and paragraph from coronavirus page. Okay, so we have a sense on what is happening, and this is what we do. We initialize. So we basically initialize driver. Okay, all right, and we print it and we just quit it. So now what we need to do, guys, we are gonna go to this page, and now we need to send some input to this. Okay, so it's not the normal way, we have some other functions to it. So let me just show it. So before that, I want you guys to go press F12 and get access to the element, and then click on this and click on this search input and get its XPath. So copy full XPath, and now let's go here, and basically we're gonna say this is gonna be input, right? So let's go say input data. Okay, this is what we want to do. So what we're going to say right now, input data, and we're going to input whatever particular data. So let's say driver dot find element by XPath, and now let's paste in this XPath, right? And now what we need to do, it's going to find this element, but what do we do next? What do we do then? What we need to do right now, we basically need to send some text to it, send some details. So we have a cool function here called send keys, and we can send any keys whatever we pass. If we type in my name Rajsudan, it's just going to go here and type Rajsudan. So here we can basically say coronavirus. Okay, coronavirus. Okay, that spell is right. All right, so now we have this one as well. And now what we want to do, we want to click on that search button. So let's say click on search button. Okay, very simple. Click on search button, and now we want to get driver dot find element by XPath, and let's go right here, click on this search button. So let's get that one, and let's copy the XPath of that one and go ahead and pretty much paste it. Okay, oh, I guess we have some errors here. What the hell is that? So let's go try this again. Copy XPath, and let's paste it. I guess that's right, but I don't know why it's giving some errors there. But yeah, so it might give us an error because this is sort of considering this as a variable. Am I copying the full XPath actually? Oh yeah, I am copying the full XPath. I guess that's, let me give it a shot again. Oh, okay, so I was just basically copying the XPath. Okay, we need to get access to the full XPath. Okay, now I just found it. Okay, so let's go click on this, and now we have access to this XPath. And now what we need to do, guys, we basically need to click on that, and we also have a simple function that actually does that. So we can just simply say click right that. Okay, simple as that. Just you want to say click, and it's just gonna simply click. That's it, guys. Very simple. Okay, very simple. And also I want to just copy the sleep, and I need to, once it goes to this page, it might take some time to load, so I'm just going to give a sleep, like pause the program for like 1 minute, 1 second, and just go to the input data, input some values, and click on that. Okay, and then once it click on that, immediately the coronavirus page might not come. It might even take a second. So then we need to implement the sleep like around 1 second. Okay, so let me refresh the chat and see. Okay, okay, so now if you see, we're giving a sleep of 1 second, so everything is pretty much loaded. We make sure everything is done, and then once we get access to the page, we're getting the title, we're getting the paragraph, and printing out the title and the paragraph, and then we are creating the driver. Simple as that, super simple. And let's run this program again and see whether we get what we want to get. So okay, there we go, it has maximized in this browser. So if you see, it's going to go to coronavirus page, and there we go, it just did it, and it's just going to quit, and it's going to bring up all of this data, right? So that's what we see. We have coronavirus, and we have coronavirus, and whatever text. Okay, so maybe I can print this like that. Okay, cool. So what I want to do, I'm just not going to maximize the browser because it's maximizing in my browser, the one I'm using, you know, on my MacBook screen. So what I would like to do right now is just simply, I think it's best to comment the maximize window so you can see what's happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the program again. So it's going to go to coronavirus. There we go, it's going to search, and it's going to click on the search button, and there we go, it has brought up this, and it's going to go off. And now if you see, we're getting title coronavirus and we get that paragraph. There we go, guys. If you have made this until this, I really appreciate it. It's really awesome. You have got a good idea on how web automation works. Now you have this basic idea, right? So now what you could do here, you can simply use this technique to any kind of a website, right? You can do it for a login page, you can do it for, you can do this for, I don't know, like a Wikipedia, you can do it for YouTube, and you can do a lot of stuff, guys. This is such an awesome technique. If you just know this line of code, like basically copying and sending keys, which helps us to fill input boxes, and click function, which helps us to click on a button, is more than enough for us to get started in what we do. It's more than enough, guys. Okay, so if you know this basics, this is like really awesome, guys. Like just to handle a click, handle a send keys, that's it. You basically need to know to perform some very simple web automation with Python. You can do it in any website. I told you, YouTube, Instagram, like anything you can do. Okay, so now what I need to do, guys, I'm just going to take this for the next level. Just in a bit I'm going to create a variable, and I'm just going to take this coronavirus as an input to my console, like my console. Okay, so that you can type. So what we can say, you can just say just call it an input like that. Okay, so I guess input is a function, so you just say user input like that. Okay, so you say user input, and now I'm gonna get this user input, right? So what you could say, you can define a variable like that. So you can say user input. Oops. Okay, so you say user input is actually equals to, you get an input from the user. So now I'm gonna get a input from the user. What do you want me to search in wiki, right? It's short, right? Very simple. And now the user can type what he wants to search, and this will bring up whatever the user wants to search. Okay, so now I need this to actually come around while on the top. Before even we open up the browser, we need to do this, right? So I'm just going to get the user up on top. So once the user inputs, we're going to go for that particular web page and search for that. Okay, so if that is available, okay, obviously. And now we're going to just say get input, get input, okay, from user, right? Simple as that. We're going to get the user from we're going to get the input from the user, and then we're going to perform the function. Now, guys, we're basically going from the basics, so like just bear with me. We're going to go a lot more into like deep stuff, like like I have for example, like looping through tables, tackling errors, like like a Facebook form, something like that. We're going to move for taking to the next level. So how we started off, but you're performing some sort of automation right now. So as we move on, we can get this done. Okay, so don't worry. All right, so we're getting the user input and we are passing it right there. It's just same as hard coding it. Okay, so now let's give it a try, right? So let's go to Python. It's going to ask me, what do you want me to search? Okay, I'm not going to search for coronavirus. What can I search for? Let me just search for Apple. Okay, and if you see, oops, we get an error. Name Apple is not defined. Okay, so we get the, okay, so we're facing some error. I don't know what's the error. Search. So we get the input, and what's wrong with this? Is that, should I like, I'm not sure whether I have to. All right, so whether it's Python 3 problem, yes, it is Python 3 problem. Okay, so now if you say, it's gonna go Apple and search Apple, and there we go, we got Apple. Simple as that. And the browser is just gonna quit. Very easy, very powerful thing that you can do. If you know the basics, you can just scrape any website. Okay, so the problem there was because when you install this in a Mac, I believe you get a Python 2 and plus 3, so you basically have to run Python 3 at the Py to get that done. Okay, so now what we could do here, guys, we can simply run this command, and now we're going to search for, I'll search for what's trending right now. Whatever, let's say search for orange. Like, I have no clue what I'm going to search. Okay, so I'm going to search for orange, and that needs to give me the data for orange. So it's going to go to coronavirus, so go Wikipedia, it's going to search for orange. And now if you see, we have one error. So what's the error? So let's go find it out. Message, still element is not attached to the page document. Maybe, so yeah, you have to expect errors because errors might obviously come up. So let's actually run this again. So let's just type apple again and see whether we get the same error for apple. So you just type apple and search it. Okay, so there we go, it's the error of sleep. Okay, basically it's not able to search up the user input element and sort of give us an error. So quick fix that we can try out. So just for debugging, we can just give like one second of a sleep. Okay, and then we also have 1 second of sleep here. So let's try it here and try, let's say, apple. And yeah, obviously web automation is like that, expect error guys, it will throw up. And there we go, sleep was like the quick function, like a quick fix to it. And now you see we got apple has the title. Very simple guys, this is what we need to understand. I wanted to show you the power of sleep, and sleep is very powerful. Most of the errors you encounter in web automation, like 50 or 60%, is just because of sleep. And unless you make the program really right, it's just because of the HTML loading and stuff. So I would suggest you to play around with sleep, and if you have any errors, just play around with sleep and you're good to go. Alright guys, so oh my god, I have a lot of pages opened up. Okay, alright, so I'm just gonna go to YouTube and see whether, like, am I actually going live. Alright, I am going live. Let me just check whether you make the program really right, it's just because of the HTML loading. Alright, yeah, it is working, cool. Alright guys, so that's what we need right now. So now what we're gonna do, we're basically gonna do the same thing to YouTube. Okay, now let's go try this in YouTube. So as I told, this is not like a very planned video. I will just go over this and like go just go with the flow and really teach you some harder stuff on web automation, if that makes sense. Okay, so you just we just get rid of this maximize window because it's opening in my other browser, so you won't be able to see it. Okay. All right, so now what we need, now this is simple boilerplate, you can use it to anyone, like any template right now. With all of this repeatedly you can do it. Okay, so now what we need to do guys, I'm just gonna go to YouTube, right? If I want my Python app right now, to go open Google Chrome, go to youtube.com and click on this search button and play the first video. And how would you do it? How would you play the first video? And I will show you how to do it. Okay, so now let's copy this YouTube URL right now and paste it in our Python code. And now driver.get, I don't want to go to Wikipedia, I want to go to YouTube right now. Okay, and now input data, what you could do, go right here, click on F12, go to the elements, click on this search button and right click on it, copy full expat. And now we're going to change this one to YouTube's expat. Okay, if that makes sense. So we're going to change this to YouTube's expat, and now we need to be able to click on that. So very simple, go right there, click on this button right there, go to copy full expat, and now we are basically gonna, where the hell is it? Okay, right here. So now I'm gonna paste it right there. So it's gonna be dot click and it's gonna take an event right there. And then we're giving a sleep of 1, might be we can give a sleep of 2 because sometimes a video might take a while to load, right? And then what we need to do, for example, if I search for like apple here, and what I need to do right now, once it comes, I need to click on the first, like maybe the first video, or maybe if I search for corona or maybe something interesting. Okay, if I say now it's interesting is iPad Air is interesting right now, so let's just go search for that, iPad Air, okay, 2020. If you search it like that, we want to basically click on the 6th video by Max Tech, really good YouTuber, or like anything, whatever you want. Okay, so right now take it very simple. When you click on it, you're gonna appear we're gonna get something like this once we click on it, and we need to click on this link. So how would you normally click? You would just click on this video, right? Just a simple thing. You just have to click on this, and which also has a link. So you have to just copy full expat, and now you have to create just the same thing. So let's go right here and say click on the first video. Okay, so this is what you do, and now you have to say driver.get, it's find element by expat, and now you can pass in that. And now what does it take? It takes in a click. So okay, so let's say click right there. Alright, so it's basically going to go to this link, click on the first video, whatever we searched for, it's going to go and take in a click, and then the video wouldn't immediately load. So we need to give at least, once it clicks it, we need to give at least around, we need the video to play around 10 seconds, let's say. Okay, so we need to play video, we need the video to play around 10 seconds, and then once the video is playing around 10 seconds, let's get the title of the video. Okay, let's pause this before he starts mumbling. So I'm gonna go right here, click on this, and go up here, go to copy, go to copy full expat, and let's just have this as title, doesn't matter. So let's give that, okay, and then we need to
I want to show you something.
Oops, no ads, man. Okay, so now what I need to do, let's grab this one. Okay, it doesn't matter, so I don't know whether it will work, but anyway, let's give it a shot. So let's say copy expat. Sometimes the full expat might not work, because if I just hide it, show less, right now only this is available, so this will be able to you can see it. But now when I click on expat, you're seeing this. So if you get the HTML of this, and if it's like show less, it wouldn't give you. So for that you have to use CSS selectors. Right now we're basically getting this paragraph, so it doesn't matter. So copy full expat, okay, and then let's go to paragraph and just change it with this whatever link we provided, right? So we need to play for this 10 seconds and then grab it, give it around 2 seconds of a sleep, and then print the paragraph and title, and then quit the browser. Okay, it makes sense, I guess. Alright, so let's go and give it a shot. Let's say Python 3. If you're on a Mac, yeah, you have to say Python 3 at the py and run it. What do you want me to search? Let's search for the same thing, iPad Air 2020. Okay, oops, that's iPad Air, but let's see how it tackles it. Okay, so it's gonna just maximize this. It's gonna search for iPad Air, it's gonna click it, and it's gonna click on the first video, and there we go. Alright, so it's gonna play for the 10 seconds, and let's see how it works. Oops. Alright, there we go. That's it we wanted. We went to YouTube, we searched for iPad Pro 2020, not iPad Pro, I just searched for AI, and it just got iPad Pro obviously. And then we also got the title once we played the video for like 10 seconds, and we also got the paragraph. Okay, so that's it, guys. Like just see how easy is it to implement. Like if you just made it until this, I mean, really appreciate it in the first place to watching until this. If you're watching it later, or obviously it's like really awesome. What you have done is like really cool. You can use this as a boiler template to get stuff done. Like it's like really cool, guys. Like an awesome job if you completed like this. Such an awesome job. Like really great for you guys if you have done until this. Really appreciate that. Okay. Right, so now you know how to do all of this stuff. What can we do right now? So I'm just thinking to do a simple automation right now, and I'm taking this to a next level. I am going to can we just loop through the videos and see, for example, I'm not sure whether it's right now to do it, because when I click on this, it needs to come back. Okay, so it needs to come back to other link, and that's a bit complicated, right? So what we could do right now, we can simply build a simple program that could copy, I guess, the link of this that should be pretty easy as well, because you can right click and copy it and get the link of it, right? So okay, so let me just do something like that. What I need to do, I want to go to my account. So let's build this, takes this program to a bit of a next level. We're gonna click on this one, okay, without coming to just going to the home page, like nothing much. We're basically gonna click on this, and then we're gonna click on this one, and it's gonna the icon, and we want to click on YouTube Studio, okay, and we want to wait for a second. We need to get YouTube Studio, and we want to wait for a second or so, and we have to go to settings, okay, and we have to go to channel and add some keywords into it. It's like or basically go to keywords and just click on add a keyword, something like that. So let's go ahead and do that, right? So by the way, this video is basically thanking for you guys for 200 subscribers. This is insane, guys. 200 of you guys have subscribed to my channel who was ready to watch my videos. That's really awesome. That's so lit, guys. I never thought I'd even reach like 50 subs, but that happened right now. 200. I assume I'm bringing some sort of valuable content to you guys, so that's what you guys are subscribing and stuff like that. I'm really happy to do this. 208 subscribers yesterday plus 200 is 208 subscribers more. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a ton. Okay, thanks a ton. All right, that's sort of that's a bit funny, thanks a ton, whatever. Okay, so that's what I told. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically go to YouTube. We're gonna go click on this link. So yeah, just the same thing. It's gonna click on this YouTube. Yeah, there we go. Nick White is also going live, man. Nick White, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go to this link and we want to go to YouTube Studio and then we could first let's look at that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Now we have the functionality to come here. We need to get the functionality to get this done. Okay, so let me just show you if I can show you one thing. Okay, no, I can't. Maybe we can move it like that. Alright, guys. So the reason why I always maximize the window, because if I want to click on like trending or something, I can do it with the automation. But if the web browser opens something like this, like right here, it's actually not available. You have to click this to get access to it. So that's what I'm trying to say. You always have to maximize the window. And also, by the way, if you're watching this at the end after a long time or something, once the video is published, obviously I'll be doing the headless command. So how would you run this headlessly? So you can run the same thing in a server and stuff like that. Okay. All right, so let's go and click on this link. So this is just going to be the link of, so we're basically going to click on this to get the popping icon. So let's go copy the expat of it. And let's come to input data. So we're not going to input any data. We basically going to change this to click on the channel icon. Okay, click on the channel icon, and I'm going to change this to this one right there. So this, oops, is this the expat? Is it like the full expat? I'm not sure. So copy full expat. And let's go paste this right here. There we go. So that's, yeah, I didn't copy it properly. Okay, so let's go and say dot click. Okay, so let's click it like that, which is a function that helps you to just run a click. You should know that. You would have known that. And we'll wait for like 1 second, and then let's search this command. We need to click on the YouTube Studio button, right? YouTube Studio button. Okay, that's what we want. And now how would you do it? So let me just go click it, and there we go. It's gonna load for a while. If I do this, it's gonna load. So while it's loading, and if I click it, there might be a lot of errors. Okay, so while I'm loading, it will search and throw up an error. The whole program will collapse. So we don't want that, right? And by the end, you also learn how to structure your Python code properly and stuff like that. Okay, so don't worry. So we clicked on that. We're gonna wait for like 2 seconds, and we'll change the sleep. And then what we need to do, click on this YouTube Studio, okay, which is a link, I believe. So let's just click on this. Let's see, can I just click on this like that? Yeah, it is a link. All right, got it. So we just need to click on this YouTube Studio link. So let's say copy full expat, and let's go right here and change. Oh no, that's the icon. So let's come over here and change it like that. Right, and let's give around 2 seconds of sleep. I guess it's more than enough, or 2.5, I'm not sure. 2.5 should do. That's more than enough. And then it's going to take around 2.5, because it has to click on YouTube Studio and it has to go inside YouTube. So it's going to take some while to go. So there we go. It's going to see, I guess it's more than 2.4 seconds. That's actually more. So let's actually make it around 4 seconds. Okay, so it's not going to throw up an error. Okay, and then what we need to do, we want to click on that, and we need to basically go to, where do I want to go? Like, okay, we need to open up settings. There we go. So we need to click on settings at the first place. So let's go right here. Go to settings, okay, and then let's go right here, copy full expat, right? Full expat. And now what we need to do, click on the first video. No, we're not gonna click on the first video. We're gonna click on the settings, right? We're gonna say we're gonna go to YouTube Studio first, and it's gonna say click on the settings. Okay, simple as that. That's what we want. We need to click on the settings, and we we need to wait for, I don't know, like 3 seconds, or maybe even 2.5 should be a good amount. Let's wait, and then what we need to do, let's try it out ourselves, and then we need to click on this channel button. Okay, so we have to grab that expat. So I'm just giving you an idea how to do it, right? So copy full expat, and let's say click on channel, what do you call that, click on channel tab, okay, something like that. And now let's say the same story, guys, driver dot find element by expat, and let's just put like that and just paste it. Okay, that's an li, so we just paste it and just want to pass a click onto that. So let's say dot click, and it's going to take in a click there. Okay, that's what we want. And then obviously we need to, you know, have a sleep, obviously around like 1 second. I believe the 1 second is more than enough. 1 is more than enough. Yeah, let's have it 1. And then what we need to do, we need to send some keys inside this keyword. So let's go to this keyword and let's click on that, because that's an input. We need to send the and some stuff into that. So copy full expat, and now what we need to do, send or just input. So as we're gonna do for keywords, you can just say input keywords, input keywords. Okay, just say input keywords. The same story, driver dot find element by expat, and then we do it like that. And obviously you learned we send keys, so we have a function called send keys. And now I'm gonna just get the user input. Okay, I think I have it, so let's get the user input to get that. Okay, so in the meantime we also need to change the user input. So not Wikipedia, we'll type the keyword, okay, type the keyword. All right, then I should be good to go then. So let's send user input, and it's gonna go for the user word, and it's gonna click on this. So now guys, I want to plug one thing in. Now if you see, all of this commands is very similar, so this actually gets bigger and bigger. I've written more than, like, you know, a code for, like, you know, a program around 500 lines of code, and most of it's like driver dot, you know, it actually is in a class, so it's self dot driver. But yeah, we'll go into that. But basically it's like in common, it's just driver dot find element by expat. A person who's reading a paid program wouldn't understand anything, like any shit, if you I'm sorry to say that, like you wouldn't understand anything if you just don't have it commented, because it's going to be driver dot find element by expat. No one would understand what you're going to do, try to achieve in the program. So as you start itself, it's better to comment out. So what does this command do? Click on the channel icon, go to the YouTube studio, click on the settings, go to the channel tab, input the keywords, and next thing, as you pass the keyword, what we need to do there, we need to sleep just 1 second. Anyway, let's give a sleep of 1 second, and then we need to fire off a function that helps you to click the save button, right? Save button. Okay, simple as that. Now anyone who's trying to read a program would understand every single code properly. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go right there and get this save button. You know, just assume someone just typed something like that, and why, oops, oh god, I saved something there. Oh my goodness, why is that? Delete, bro. Okay, just save it like that. Let's go to, okay, it's gonna load. Let's get it to the default value. So we'll be going over here and typing stuff like that, and then we need to pass and we need to basically, yep. Okay, so what we need to do, we basically want to click something like that and click on the save button to get it saved. Okay, got it. All right guys, so let's go ahead and do it. So I'm just gonna I'm sorry, I'm just seeing what kind of possibly the errors might occur, so I can really prepare for those. So alright, so now what we have to do, we have to simply pass the expat of that save button. So let's go to channel, let's go to channel, and let's go to save button, and let's get the expat of that. Okay, let's go copy full expat, and let's paste the expat, and we have to say click. Okay, so basically using your fundamentals, what we learned in Wikipedia, to do this kind of a web automation with Python. Okay, so once it clicks on save button, now once I click on save button, it's just gonna load up and just be it's just gonna stay there. So what I need to do once it finish that job, I'm gonna come back to YouTube again. You get what I'm trying to say? So what I need to do, let's just think of it. So yes, yeah, first of all, let's just try whether this is working in the first place. Okay, so after this done, let's go give a sleep, or because it might save. I mean, it has to have some time to save, and in this case we don't have any paragraph or title, so we could just basically comment this out. Okay, so we wouldn't have any like we wouldn't have anything here, like to get a paragraph or title, we wouldn't have anything. Okay, and we also don't need to sleep right here. We just comment it right for now, for just the this thing of the program. And now let's run our Python app right now. Okay, so type the keyword. What do I want to type? Let's say web development. Okay, so we just say web development, and that's the keyword I need to put inside my YouTube studio. So rather me going to it, it's doing everything perfectly. So let's see how it's gonna go. Oh my gosh. All right, it has given me an error right now. Okay guys, so what's the main error is, guys? Oh my god, I just really forget how it's gonna do. So basically, if you see, it's basically gonna it's gonna start up in a new window, which is which I've not logged into the site, right? So there we go. So this is one problem that we're facing right now. So how could we tackle this? So first of all, we need to sign into YouTube, right? So we need to click on sign in, and we need to put by name. Oh my god, it's a big process right now. Oops. Oh, that's really bad. So okay, so let me just say Gmail. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to do, at least we can do like a different script. Okay, so it's not letting me sign in automatically. Oh my gosh, I can't do that because we built this program like until here, and I cannot do that. Oh, it's so bad. But anyway guys, so you probably get the idea of how you can work, like even this will probably work, and it will just add in keyword, and yeah, I'm giving this will 100% work. And you just have to find the way, you just have to work it request, which is also another library. I actually forgot about it and I did it. You need to have learned request to do this. Like, it's very easy. You just pass the Gmail password and you get the access, but I will show it in the next stream. But you just basically get the point. So once you complete that, everything will happen automatically. Okay, simple as that. All right, cool. So now what we need to do now, guys, let's actually go to I'll teach you how to okay, let's go to Instagram and see. So it's not like like a well prepared video. This is actually a I'm just going with the flow to it. So what I need to do right now, I forgot my Instagram account. So what you need to go, what you basically need to do, we're gonna build a simple app. Okay, so that's just gonna go click on login with Facebook, and just gonna go whatever here. So let's just type in the password. Okay, so hopefully you can see the password, obviously, and now it's just gonna log you to Facebook, something like that, I guess. And also you can you can block this stuff, so once you get onto it, you can click on that and continue as vector, and you can move forward with it. Okay, you can also do this stuff. So already, I guess I've already done that. Maybe I can just show you what I've already done. So maybe if you're watching it like later, you can see in my videos. So let me show you where's it. Okay, so send email with Python, that's one thing. And then also you see the Instagram bot that I built. That's no point doing it right now because it's just built for that particular scenario. It's going to log into Instagram, and it's going to do change the password and send you an automatic email. Okay, so that's one thing. And then I also have another one. Here we go, Python script to automatically log in Facebook. I really forgot that. I just don't want to waste time. Okay, you can really get a good idea just learning from both of these videos. It's 5 months ago, and this is, I guess, 5 months ago. Okay, yeah, really awesome videos. You can really get a good idea on that. Okay, So now let's come back to Wikipedia. So what I want to do right now, guys, I'm just going to create a simple script that's going to just, you would have known that. Let's get the heading and the paragraph, and I want to basically send that as an automatic email. I need to email this to me, like the text and the title as the subject, and I need to automatically send the I don't know, the paragraph as an email. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and do that. So for that, what I'm gonna do here is, this code is just in vain, but still we just had a good practice. I would suggest you to just build it. Will anyway work, so no problem. Okay, so okay, let's see what we can do right now here. Yeah, so let's build that program script that quickly. So we need to get rid of all of this script, right? Just get rid of all of this script. You know what, let's go to create a new folder called app. So I can leave this to you, app wiki and .py. Okay, so we're really experimenting with Wikipedia. So just the same thing, I'm just going to copy some of the basic boiler template that I told, like this stuff. These are like really essential when you're doing it. Get input from the user. Yes, type the input. Let's change it to input right now. Okay, let's do it like that. And then initialize the WebDriver. We want to go to Wikipedia homepage. Let's go to Wikipedia homepage. All right, so let's just change the link as fast as we could. And now let's go to yeah, we are on the page, and then we need to just grab this, or just click on the first link, something like that. And yeah, let's do it like that. So we have to just go click on this link, and we need to go right here, get the title and get some of the paragraph, and automatically email this to us. Okay, this is a really good program you can try. I actually forgot how to send an email in Python, so I was just going over the documentation and finding out the real way of building a program. Okay, so we'll actually explore that. Alright, I'm just pumped for it, and let's get started. So the first thing, what have we learned? We're gonna apply this here. So yes, it's very easy for you. We're gonna just find the expert. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna click on this, and let's go to this link. We're gonna click on this link, which is an A tag. So let's go right there, copy, and let's say copy full expert. Okay, and now what I need to do, I need to click on that link. Okay, so let's say click on main page link. Okay, if that makes sense. So let's say driver. Okay guys, so right now what we're gonna do, we're basically building sort of like a bot. So it's good if you have a class and do it. I can show you the code what I built. Let me just get in the code for you. By the way, let me just quit. There's a lot of browsers opened up, so I'm just quit all of them. Okay, so I'll just show you the dummy code that we could sort of write. Okay, so to get that automation done, so quit this, and I think I have this. Okay, one. So what we could do, we can build a class. We can work with we can really create a class rather than doing it, because your app just becomes a bit better when you use a class. So let me get an example right here, one I was working on. So let me get it. Python automation. Okay, and now let's do the bot. Okay, so let's do it. And yeah, as we move on, we'll create a lot of stuff, like like tables, like sending a post request or something like that. Let's actually explore a lot. Okay, like as we move forward. And now I guess you have like a good idea on that. Now let's work with the next file, which is this one. And now let's actually create a class bot. Okay, so I guess I just have the code here to make sure I don't miss some stuff. But this like a dummy code that I have. You don't need to follow that among. So what we have to do right now, guys, we would just let the input be like that. Once we get the input, we need to put the whole thing in a class component. Okay, so not a component, just a class, Python class. So now what we have to say, let's call it, give it a class. Now we're gonna say bot, and let's say class, and let's say this is my bot, or just wiki bot. Okay, just call it wiki bot, and we initialize it. And now what we need to do, we need to initialize a function. So what we could do right now is, you have to define a function. You have to say define, and then you have to say initialize that. So initialize the function, and just say self there. Okay, Cool, that's it. That's what we want. And why we get self is that self is actually like this in React. If you have worked with React, you need to have this to able to get the state variables and stuff like I don't want to go into React or something, but yeah, you need to pass in getting self to get just to do this function. Just like if you're a beginner, you don't really need to understand this. You're really initializing a function and getting, like, if you have like JavaScript knowledge, it's this in JavaScript. You basically get the self and run a function instead. Just simple, just just follow the practice like this, like a bot. Simple as that. Okay, that's what we want. And now what we need to do here, guys, we basically need to copy and paste this. Simple as that. But one thing that you have to do is that as we are inside a self function, I mean like a oops, just why is that like that? I mean, the comment is there. Okay, so we just comment it here. Let's say bot. Okay, I'm using a like a really bad linter, so that I guess that's the problem there. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is the bot we're doing. So defining initializing a class or a function here inside the class, and we're getting the self. And basically whatever you learned here, you basically have to add one extra stuff when you work in the class. You have to just say self dot driver. That's it, because you get self in JavaScript you get this dot state or something, and in this case you just use self dot driver. Okay, just simple as that, guys. You just have to say self dot driver for everything you use, and you're good to go. I mean, just sit, and it's really clean when you do it in the class component itself. Okay, like in a class function. If you as we move on, you will understand it. Okay, so as I mentioned before, so now what we need to get, we get self. So it's very important to put self in front, and let's have to say driver, and not driver, it's actually driver. And let's say find element by xpath, and we need to pass this xpath. Okay, we need to pass let me just see. Okay, so I need to pass this particular xpath here. So let's go grab this, like the first link here. So let's copy full xpath. Let's go back and let's control Z, click on the main. So now we need to pass whatever we learned. Yeah, just a click, there we go. And if you know all of this, really good, guys, congratulations. And click on the main link, and just click on dot click, and it will go for the link. And we need to just give it a sleep of 1, maybe even 2 for the whole HTML to load. And then I want to just go, once I click on that, I want to, it's going to take some time. Then I want to just go and grab the title of it, right? So let's copy this, and let's say first heading, copy that, and we have to just say title. Okay, and say yeah, I mean, we don't need to get, we just say get title and paragraph. Okay, so we get the title and the paragraph. So now what we have to do, just a simple thing, just the same thing, self dot driver. And now we have to just say self dot driver dot find element by xpath, and now we have to specify that. Oh, I've not copied the whole xpath, I guess. Copy full xpath and just expand. Okay, that is the xpath. Okay, got it. Okay, and now what I have to do, I will just get the text to it. Okay, so just get that and put this inside a variable called title. Title is equals to this one. Simple. And let's say paragraph. So let's say paragraph p there, and now we have to say self dot driver dot find element by xpath, and then let's specify its own xpath. So let's go right there. All right there. Copy full xpath, and let's go back, paste that there. Okay, and we need to get the text from that as well. Simple as that, guys. So why do we get this like like a curly braces like in a download? What's that yellow things? Basically it's saying that we are not using this variable. If it's wrong, if it's somewhere wrong, it's going to give you a red mark, right? If you see like this is undefined, yeah, undefined variable. So if it's not used, it's going to be a yellow, okay, yellow mark. Simple as that. And you also make sure this is text. So let's put it text, And now what we need to do, we need to print out this text. And also you don't need to say self.title, you just get access to the title as is a variable. You only have to say when you're using a driver self.driver, because we're basically initializing this driver is equals to self.driver, so we need to always use self.driver, okay, if that makes sense. So here we have to basically print our title. We need to get access to our title, and we also need to print our paragraph. Come on, why isn't this linting? I mean, it's now giving me suggestions. Okay, cool, nice. Okay, now it's giving us a paragraph, so that's what we want. So as it's gonna go, it's gonna get a paragraph. So let's actually, for the sake of it, we know this might work, but we'll just test it out. So before even you test it out, make sure you call your class here, okay, like that. You need to call your class to get this done. Alright guys, so let me just check if anyone has replied, if I have any comments or something. Okay, nothing. Cool. Alright guys, so let's just go and run this function and see what we get, and probably we shouldn't get any errors. So let's try this, and it's not going to be app.py, it's going to be, I guess, app.wiki.py. Okay, type the input. What do I want to, oh wait, why do I want to search? Like, I'm just the program is basically it's going to go for the home page and then get it, so we might not want this right now. Okay, so we just comment that out. Just come out of the program. Okay, we just need to do this like a simple stuff here. So let's try whether it's working. All right, so it is going, and there we go. We went to this link, and probably we should get the, yeah, there we go. So we get the title, and we also get the paragraph. So now what we're gonna do, guys, we're basically gonna build a script that's basically gonna automatically get the title and also the paragraph and send me an email automatically. So I've actually forgot how to, I kind of forgot how to automatically send an email with Python. So we're going to be exploring the documentation of how to sending with SMTP lib, and maybe, I mean, like, obviously we're going to just build the program as it's just going to go to email, automatically send us an email for now. And maybe like in the future, right, if you have time, we can actually cover how to put that into a CSV file or a text file, and that attach the text file to our email, something like that. Okay, whatever, we'll see on that. But now if you see, we have this working, and the browser just quit it as well. Now we don't need to have sleep right here because it makes no sense after the class function goes. That makes no sense of having a sleep. Okay. All right, so now we're going to learn how to send an automatic email. So I frankly say I just really forgot how actually sending an email. I know some of the stuff, so let's go and take a look at one of my videos that I've made to send an email with Python. So one thing that you want to do is you want to set up less secure apps. That's for one thing, you have to do it. So or else it's just go through the documentation than my videos, because documentation, I'll also show you how I read the documentation and how I get the guide from the documentation, so you also can follow the same thing. Nothing much, but just a simple thing. So Python send email, or just say send email with Python. Okay, this is how I search. So these good resources, and free code camera has a good resource, I guess. So let's go and try it out. So okay, so file name. Okay, this is a bit complicated. I don't know why do they have a code like this. I guess my video is pretty better than this one. Okay, let's try it in real Python. I guess this is like, yeah, okay, this is the one. It's pretty good. Really give you a lot of documentation. Don't just stick for the Python itself documentation. Just explore like really good documentation from other websites. They really give you. In fact, I learned when I was first learning, I really learned from realpython.com. It was really awesome. They gave me a good explanation. So let's go see. Okay, the first thing that you get, I'm seeing right now, you have to use SMTP SSL. Okay, so you need to use this. I think this is the exact script I wrote in my video. Yeah, anyway, let's try it out. Not this, I guess, not SSL, probably this one. Yeah, from Startled. Yeah, I still remember this, having a same connection and doing this. All right, so basically what we could do here, and I'll just go over what they basically build, and now go. This is what we need, guys. So context SSL create default context. I don't know whether this will actually work. I'm not pretty sure. And now see, this will 100% work. This is what I worked with before. Okay, So now if you see, we're importing SMTP lib and SSL, so you need to import this module or a library you want to call, and then what you need to do, you need to get access to the port. You need to say what port you want to use for sending the email for startles. I really don't have an idea of how startle works, but maybe I just have it in the other video. Pretty much, we are humans, we forget. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, and then we also have a Smtp server, so you have to say smtp.gmail account to connect to the server, and then you have to have sender's email. So if I want to send it to my email, then I would say rodsudan666@gmail.com, and receiver's email is, if I want to receive to myself itself, I would just give the same email, just say like there's no issues with that. And then I have to type the password of the email. So basically what this is gonna do, it's basically gonna go to Gmail account, type in my password and type in my email account, and it's gonna log in automatically virtually and then send an email like that. Okay, that makes sense. And it's gonna have a message, and if you see the subject is there, we're gonna replace this stuff with whatever we get from Wikipedia. So that's the automation, that's the whole goal, the main goal of the website, and that's how we're gonna do it. And then if you see so if you see then we have a port as a function, and then we say hello, and yeah, this can be omitted. Yes, I also showed it in my video. Yeah, so we basically say context equals to context. So context is this one, and you can name whatever you want in this, and you can basically create the context, and then you can send an email. So you can, this code you can just copy and paste it. So we're gonna basically do this stuff, but before that I want you guys to go to Gmail account and just enable less secure. There's two ways to do it. So one way is going to less secure apps and just turn turning this on. For you it will be available because now I have two-step verification enabled. So because of that I can make my own password, which is like the next thing that I want to see show you. But if I just log into maybe some of my other accounts, something like this, and oops, not this one, this is my office email, so this one and if you see this one, I don't have two-step verification, and because of that we have this less secure app. Because of that we have the option here to turn on less secure app. So if you want to just do it for yourself for trying, yep, just definitely do it, but I'm not gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna do it with two-step verification because that's the best thing. So you just have to go to two-step verification. You say two-step verification, and you have to enable two-step verification. Okay, so you have to go right now and just go to get started and just simply click on this and get started and enable two-step verification. You have to type the password and stuff like that, and once you're done with that, you basically could search for app passwords, okay, something like that. Okay, so Google helps you to give access to some generated passwords which you can use. So let me just go and type in my email. Okay, so let's type in my email, and now if you see I can generate some passwords right now. So I'm going to select an app. I'm going to say it's going to be a mail and a device, and it's going to be on a Mac. Okay, last time I gave a Windows computer, now it's a Mac. Right now I'm using a Mac right now, so Mac. And then you can click on generate to generate you the password. Okay, I'm just going to copy this password and just have it in this tab. Okay, so make sure I don't forget that. So I'm just gonna have it right there. So now what we're gonna do, I can do this from again, but this is just the exact snippet of code that you pretty much need for you to sending an email. So pretty much you wouldn't want to type this again, but I will just go over this while I do it. So I'm just gonna copy this, so and just import this up here. Okay, oops, didn't I copy that? Right, let's copy this one. So you need to import SMTP. No, you don't need to install this. It's pre-installed with Python. It just comes in handy, so you don't need to import this. Okay, sorry, you don't need to install this to import it. That makes sense. Okay, and then now what we have to do here, we have to set up, let's just copy this one and just paste it here. So this is just the function to send an email, right? So we're gonna have a different function just to do this one. So let's go up here, right here, and now we're basically going to have this function to send an email. So let's say send email, and just like that. Okay, and now we're basically going to send an email to Python. Basically wait, I guess this is not the way to do it, because let me just refer to one of the code, because I really forgot. I mean, so it's better if I could refer to my video, because my video really has a good explanation on how this stuff works. And I'm just gonna go to my channel and explore, just take a look at how I built it. So let's go. Where is my video? Okay, so this is a really good video if you just want to learn how to send an email with Python. It's a really awesome video. Okay, so this is like super easy, like this is the only thing that you want to do, but I just referred to the real Python's code, but this is also a really cool and easy way to do it. Okay, so what you could do, I'll leave the link. So if you wanna by the way, if you wanna learn this stuff, so let me just open a new browser. So I just paste it in the chat itself. If you want to learn, send email tutorial. Okay, so I have it in the I have it in the chat right there. So I've sent the link, you can pretty much watch it. Okay, so now what we need to do, guys, so we if you see, I also have like other functions here. Like this one is also like really awesome video that I did. I just want to plug this stuff in because it's really it comes handy when you work with programs like this. Like what I'm doing right now is a really different kind of a program rather than this. This has a lot. It's just specifically made for Instagram, so you can see a lot of similarities. But this is like really good video that I would suggest you to check it out. Okay, so yeah, that's it then. Let's go. Wait, do I send an email here? I'm just forgot it because I cannot really remember. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We also send an email there. Cool. Okay, guys, so let's just do the same thing. So let's go here and say define a function. Let's say send email. Okay, and now what we need to do, we need to take in self as it is a class, and now what we need to do, we need to run a function. This is the main goal of this function, just to send an email. Okay, so basically the function is to just simply send an email. That's like the main goal of it. Guys, just give me like one moment, like just a minute, guys. There's a problem. Just a minute, 1 minute. Oops, just a minute, guys. Alright, guys, I'm sorry, guys, I had some issues with the phone, so I have to go and give it to my mom. Alright, so yeah, that's what we have for now. So we can just print, we can basically call this function up. We can basically do it once we finish the whole program. This function will run. Okay, so let's do that. So the first thing that we have to do, defining a function, we are basically going to go over. So I have the key here, like importing all the SMTP modules and all of those stuff. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and paste a snippet of code here. So these are the stuff that you need to set up before you send an email. So let's go paste this up and save it. Let's tab it over. Oops. Okay, so let's do it like that. Let's save it like that. So these are the variables that I'm using, and now what I need to do, I'm just gonna give my account rathsudham666@gmail.com, and I just want to send it to my Gmail account itself. So I can do that. If you want to send it to anybody, you can also send it to anybody. I'm just gonna say rathsudham666@gmail.com. So I'm just gonna send it to myself itself. Okay, you can do it. And now what I need to do, let's go back and see the code. So you need to import the password. This password is basically going to be used to log in and send an email. So one thing that I could do right now here, because I have a password, I can simply just copy this line of code here, which is going to be the message. So let's just say password here, and let's paste it. So what's my password going to be? Let me go ahead and copy this password, Control A, copy that, and now we don't have this, we don't want that tab. So let's put it like that, and let's tab the message over here. Okay. All right, cool. So that's what we need. Okay, so now we have the message here, and if you see, we are not using this message. So the subject, what I'm going to have the subject here is, I am going to, now I can just really, now this is just not like a had, like, you know, it's just not a template like this. You can do it in a different way. So I guess, I hope I did it in a different way. So I'm just going to go and check this out. So let's see how I hear the message. So message, I'm having it as in a format, and then I'm having the subject, and then I'm having the body. So let's go and do it in that way. So message is equals to, and now let's get rid of that, and we need to do it dynamically. If you see, and like, I just wanted to show you, like, frankly, how I do a program. I know I learned from my tutorials there, because sometimes I might forget, and I learned to documentation. So, you know, it's like the real way of doing it. Okay, so as it's a live stream, I don't need to, you know, make sure it's, you know, like, you know, cut the cookies. I don't want to make it really, you know, seem as if it's really professional, and that's not the idea. The idea is just to learn and build stuff together, right? And it's 200 subscribers special, so whoever is watching later, now I have like 0 viewers. I know this will happen, but anyway, thank you so much, really means a lot. Okay, so let's just do some stretching. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. And we just format it, so we just have to say F, and now we can say the subject. Now if you see, we're using some just a title like that, you have to say subject, and make sure you have the exact name, because this is not just simple HTML, something like that. You need to say subject, and the subject is equals to it's going to be that particular subject. And what I need to render in this subject, what I need to be able to have in the subject, is the title of the Wikipedia title. So I need to have that title as the subject, and then I need to create a new line. So it's going to be 3 lines, I believe, and then we're gonna have a body there. Okay, so let's go take in the body, and inside the body we need to have the text. So if I go over it, if you see, body is equals to this one. So rather than that, I can just simply, rather than creating body variable and creating a simple element and sort of passing into it, we can really pass it straight away. So I can just pass in the paragraph like that. Okay, that's what I need. So I have the password, and if you see, title and paragraph. So what is that? Undefined variable. Undefined variable. Let's see, why is the error? Oh yeah, right, get it. So basically we don't have access to this, you know, from this function. So I mean, it's not an error or something. It's a quick fix. You can do it. Just simply push this to this function, and that will completely work. Simple like that. So yeah, it makes sense. We're basically initializing a function, and you don't need to have a separate function, because of the main goal of the video is just to, the app is just to go over it and sort of print it or just send an automatic email. Okay, that's it. And now we could just, you know, get rid of the tutorial, I guess, and this is just the simple setup that you need to do. So you have to copy, and let me just copy the whole thing, and I'm not sure whether this will work because I've not tried it out. Let's see how it works. And now let's tap this over here, and let's see, create context, and this can be omitted, which is going to be, leave it like that. Context is equal to the context, and now we pass in sender's email, which is going to be this, my email, and it's going to be my password. So it's going to log in with my password here, and it's going to send the email using sender's email, which is my email, and it's going to get receiver's email, which is this email, and it's going to just pass in the message. Simple as that, as we have logged in. Okay guys, so that's it just for sending an email. It's very easy, guys. Now see, you don't need to really hit your head onto on the wall just to make this kind of stuff. If you search in Google in the right way, if you know how to, searching itself is like a skill of its own. You need to learn how to search stuff properly, because if you're getting into programming and stuff, you need to learn how to search things very it's to be fair, it's very important, one of the very skills to search and find out the errors. So yeah, so let's go and try it out. So I'm just gonna go for my Gmail account and see whether I'm gonna get any emails, but just for myself. Okay. Okay, so let's okay, wait and see. Yeah, obviously I created it. Yes, let's see whether we get an email. So let's go, and we also need to have like statements, like we need to make sure it did that program, right? So once it sends it, I need to print saying email has been sent. So say email has been sent. Okay, all right, so basically we're doing a function, we're sending an email and printing out email has been sent. And now let's run this file like that. Okay, now it's going to open up. Okay, good, nice. All right, and it has to quit, and let's check it out. And okay, now I guess it's running the send email function. Yeah, it is running the email, so probably I should get an email soon. So let's wait. Okay, okay, so we have thrown up in an error. What's the error? 74 startles wiki. Okay, that is an error. Okay, so let's refresh a Gmail account. We wouldn't get any email because we have some issues with the code. Okay, so I guess I have to do it in the way that I did. So let's go and pretty much create. Go and look at my video. I guess that's really helping out right now. Okay. Okay, so let's just see how I did it. So simple as that. And get the object, the SMTP object, which okay, so I guess that's the updated one. Okay, let's go do that. So just gonna get it here. Okay, so let's go do that one. I guess, yeah, I shouldn't have got that code. So most of the time, this is like the very updated video. You can watch this to actually get a good understanding on how this works. Okay, so now let's go. Let's get rid of all of this stuff right now and just build it from scratch. Okay, so that's why I wanted to go for a live stream. It's because I don't need to edit all of this stuff. It's pretty easy for me to go with the flow and do it. Okay, so now I basically need to create an object that passes in rather than creating a context. It might give you some errors. We'll actually create a object and for fire the function off. So let's actually get rid of everything here and just do it from first. So we don't want to waste more time just getting stuff done. Okay, so we can actually call this a connection. Okay, so we're going to establish a connection here. So there we go. So I want to say connection, and now what I need to do, I want to get this SMTP lib, and now I want to get SMTP. Now I get it. Okay, now we want to get SMTP, and now we want to pass in the SMTP Gmail account. So it's actually smtp.gmail.com. okay, smtp.gmail.com, and we'll just actually pass the port is 587. okay, and you pass it like that. And now what we need to do, we need to hello that. So we need to basically it's sending some request or a connection to it. So we have to say dot hello. Okay, so if you hover over it, you can see what it says. So hostname send the command for it. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna say the command for it. All right, and then what we need to do right now is we need to get the connection, whatever connection we built, and we are gonna say startles. Okay, and if it doesn't make any sense for you, it's just fine. It's if you just hover over it itself, we can understand it. It's just gonna establish a connection to it and get some requests, whether it's if it's correct or not. It's just gonna get the simple value. Okay, it's just gonna establish some sort of a connection, start a connection with the Gmail account, the SMTP server. Okay, and then what it's just gonna do, I wanna just go and log into it. So I'm gonna say connection. So let's go connection. And now what we need to do, we need to get that simple connection, and which has the port and stuff. We need to basically log into it. And now to log in, we need to pass two things. Obviously, you know that we need to pass in my Gmail account. Okay, Gmail. I guess it's radsudan666@gmail.com, and I need to pretty much paste in the pass. Okay, I guess I forgot to copy my. Oh god, I make these mistakes a lot. I forgot to copy my password, guys. I should have commented out in the code. So let's just go to app passwords, and let's go right here. I don't know whether I can access the app password, so let's just go. Okay, so let's just go. I type in the password, and we see we have created it. I'm just gonna delete it. You can delete it, and just let's go create it again. Let's go mail. Let's go. Oh, that's a Mac. So let's go Mac and generate, and now we can just use this password. I just forgot that password. Okay, so now you can just put your password right here. So using a password and an email to log in, obviously. Okay, And now what we need to do right now, we are gonna go to we don't need it right now. Okay, so yeah, I confirm it. We gotta go to right here, and now we're basically logging into it, right? And now once this is like, if you have the email and the password properly, you have automatically log in, and that's right. And now you need to basically create a subject to it. Okay, so I don't need to create a subject like this. I can just call it this as a message, and I can just put everything here. For example, I can just format it, and I can say subject. Okay, and the subject is going to take in the subject, not the subject, it's going to title. As I told before, I need to get the title of the Wikipedia browser, Wikipedia text, and I need to just push it here. And then I need to I need to also send in the subject. So let's go /n around like 3 times to have like a gap between everything. And then we need to pass in the paragraph. So let's just say paragraph, simple as that. Okay, so now we just passed into it, and that's what we need. And now what we need to do here, guys, we basically need to pass the send email function. So send email function gets in 3 stuff actually. Like you just have to say send mail, and that's the function that's going to send you an email. And now what you need to do right here, we need to pass in we need to pass in 3 stuff here. Okay, so the first thing you need to pass in whose name you're going to send the email from, like which account you're going to send the email. You logged in, correct, but you need to send an email from whose account. You need to specify that. So we need to say let's go to say raj666@gmail. Oh, that's a repetition there, so just say so raj666@gmail.com. we need to go there, and then we need to go to the same email. I need to receive it to the same email. You can put any email here. Okay, I'm just gonna get it to my email. I don't want to go over and show you my other emails. So yeah, and also then the next thing that you need to pass is basically the message. Okay, so we need to basically pass the message that you're going to send for the user, right? And then once you do like all of this, let me just show you the code. I guess I have the code right here. Okay, right. No, it's fine. I mean, it's just a basics. Like there's nothing much to understand on that. Okay, so once you're basically done with that, you simply need to quit the function, right? Like whatever we did. So we have to just say connection.quit. Okay, so it establishes a connection, it sends an email, and we wouldn't want it to just say it like that. We need to quit it and just finish it off, right? And once this is done, I need to print out saying email has been successfully sent. Okay, simple as that. Great. And now I'm 100% sure the email should 100% work. So let's go ahead and give it a shot right now. Clear that, and let's go Python wiki. And let's see, it's going to automatically go to here and grab the data, and now it's just gonna see what it's gonna do. So it's actually working on the email right now, so let's see whether it will send us an email. Okay, so it has brought us another error. So ASCII code. So what's the error? Connection.send email. Connection.send email. Okay, so I guess I should take a look at the code here. Connection called send mail, and if you see it, there we go. So it should be a message and an email account pass and a message pass. But what is the error? Line 859 is send mail. Okay. I'm not sure, like I'm not quite sure what's the error. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, it should work, but for some reason it is not working. So yeah, anyway, let's try to solve this. Let's see what we can do. Let's just get rid of this. Oh, wait. Okay, I guess is it because of the message? I guess I'm not sure. So let's see, line 83, we don't have so many files. So line 39, we call the function 39 send mail, connection.send mail, and Okay, we have some error here. We have some sort of an error here. We need not to import SSL, so let's just just clear it out and try this one more time so we know what is the error is actually. So this is working. Okay, we bought this one, but now it's actually running the code for going for the Gmail account and having the password and logging in. So let's see whether it works, and it's just gonna show me an error with message. Okay. Message is equals to, okay, so what's the error there? I've never faced any problem like that. I don't know why is it like that. Not sure quite why is it. Okay, and now normally I haven't faced any problems like that, but like it's like weird to me. But anyway, let's just see what we can do on this connection.quit. Send email, we establish a connection, and we connection hello, connection.login, we pass the password, we see the message. I mean encode, gets the message, and the message should have the subject, the title, just the same code. I mean, like, there's no way I can get an error. But yeah, so let's go right now. I guess what we can do is right now, let me go to the Instagram bot videos. I have the Instagram bot video where I have the GitHub linked down in the description. So I guess yeah, we can do it. So let's go to GitHub, just go to GitHub, come on, and let me just go to GitHub and show you the code, and it's pretty much just the same. I don't know why is it giving an error, I'm not sure, but yeah, let's just go to GitHub and find it out. Let's go to GitHub, and now let me show you the repo. Let me just show you the repo repositories, and now I have a bit of them here, so let me show you the repo, like the Instagram bot that I built. I have the repository. Alright, this one, I guess this one, the repository. Oh no, not this one though. Like, I'm not sure on show code. Did I have it? I showed it to Python, eBay, real estate, Instagram. Just search it here. Might as well search it. Okay, so I don't think I have the Instagram code. It's weird because I have it always. Oh, Shawan Mandal, I don't know whether I'm spelling your correct properly. I think you're one of my subscribers, so thank you so much for subscribing, bro. So if you like my videos, yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to create some content, and also thank you for subscribing to my channel. It's around 200 subscribers, and you're also one of the subscribers. Thank you so much, Shawan. Thank you so much for being in this live stream. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions regarding this live stream, or do you have any errors or something like that? Just drop it and I will just look it and answer into that. Okay, so just feel free to drop it and I will answer into that. Okay, alright, so now I guess I don't have the code to it. I don't know, like, it's just weird. Like, normally if I just check in like the Pages app, I have the app.py, so SMTP lib, and if you see defining a send email function, and I also I mean, it's just the same thing, like just the same code. I don't think you can see any like errors into it because it's just same thing. It's just the same thing here. I'm just trying to say what's the error here. That's what I'm trying to look here. Alright, so what we could do, we can do a quick fix, guys. Let me just, whenever I have a problem, I normally just uh, try to do it in a different way. So let's actually create this as a function as we did before. Anyway, this shouldn't bring me an error. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me have an error. I have no clue, but anyway, just to the sake of it, I have my GitHub here, so I'm just copy and paste it. Just I have this everything send up, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it, just the same piece of code, and this shouldn't bring me any errors. Okay, just to try it out, let's see whether it's working, and I would just show you how it works. So heading is gonna be hi name, just put like hi over there, like nothing here. Body okay, just have this title. Okay, so whatever, and just see whether we get some sort of an email, right? So that's what we need to understand. We have to see whether we get this email. So we're not gonna get to email too. We'll just put my email itself. Okay, so it's gonna be rajsudan666 at gmail.com, and I also get the message, which is right, this one. So where is server? Oh wait, yeah, let's go up here, tap that out. Okay, so now we have the server, the query. We also have the function to get access to the server, and now let's go and try it out. God's sake, this should work. I mean, like the simple stuff is not working. I don't know why isn't that working, but let's give it a shot and see. Maybe I should have been prepared for the live stream. I just wanted to go with the like going from the basics of web automation and going to sending emails and stuff like that. And still I have username, and the password is not. Oh, okay, yeah, true, right? Because I have like a different password right now, and I have to. Oops, come on! I just deleted the password again. I just forgot. Maybe this time I shouldn't do it. So let's give me a minute, guys. Let's just go and get the password. I just forgot the password, so let's just go put in my password. So just go Rajsudan Gmail account, and let's just create so I'm just going to delete this right now. I don't think we can get access to it, so I'm on a Mac. So yeah, this is my third time doing it. So just copy this, paste it up, and just paste it here as well. Okay, alright, so I've copied that, and I'm just gonna go for this one and paste in my password. Rather than this one, let's go over this one, because you see the error is basically password is not accepted. That's the authentication error. Okay, so let's clear this up, and let's go to Python, and let's see, for God's sake, this should work. Like, I don't know, like simple stuff, it doesn't work. I don't know why, but it's just very true to get errors, because obviously you need to get errors to learn more. So yeah, so let's see whether we get enter receiver's name. We just put test over here, and email sent successful. Okay, so let's go to our Gmail account, and let's see. That's it. Like, it's really simple stuff that sometimes doesn't work. You need to give it a shot and see. And now if you see, we get an email saying price fell down to this one. So if you see price has fell down, because we got the other code, it's just gonna make a it doesn't make sense at all. So let's actually get rid of this name here. So I'll provide the exact snippet of code, just paste it in the comments. So your server, we create a connection. I mean, I just did the same thing. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe I just had some problems in the typing or something. So we're creating a subject, and what I need to do in this subject, I need to say let me put like this, Wikipedia. Or I can just have the Wikipedia title as it's okay. So I can do that as well. So I can just say title, so I get access to the title. I guess access to the title, and I should get access to this one, right? So I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. So I have to get access to the subject, which is the title, and I don't need the heading. Maybe I can just get rid of the heading here, and in the body I need to basically paste in the link of the of what I just need to get. Okay, so basically we need to get the access to the paragraph, right, as I told before. So let's get access to the paragraph, and we are basically structuring the message. We don't have an heading, so we can just simply get rid of that, the heading, and we can just put the subject here. And now we also have another subject which we don't need, so we can simply get rid of the whole thing. Also the new lines here. Okay, and we also have a body here, which is just going to take the body, which is a paragraph. You can straight away do it, but it's just sort of well structured. Okay guys, so that's what we have. And now if you would basically want to send the message, and it's going to automatically send the message, and server is just gonna quit. Okay, now let's go and try this out. Let's clear that and let's go try this out, try this program out. So it's going to automatically open up this browser. So it's going to go to this link and it's going to get that link, and now let's see what it does. Okay, so and okay, okay, maybe I'm not sure, but maybe the error, I guess, is because of this, because we have like new lines to it. I don't know, maybe that's the error. But we just try to run the program again, because the subject is different, the body is different. You don't need to have new lines once you do a body, something like that. Let's anyway give it a try and see, because it's just I just don't want to make this video like very sharp and clean. We make mistakes and we learn. Okay, so that's the same thing. Original 188 ASCII error. Okay, so that's the error. Our connection was working perfectly, but we have some errors right here. So what we could do right now is let me make everything into a normal one, like just as we had it before. And now what I'm going to do, the subject title, let me just no, I'm not going to format it, I'm going to format it last. So oops, okay, so let's just say price fell down. The subject, I'll just say Wikipedia. Okay, let's say Wikipedia and just leave it like that. In the heading, this is the paragraph, something like that. And you just get what I'm trying to say. You don't need a format here though. And in the body, we are basically gonna structure some stuff. So let's say F there, and inside this we are basically going to pass in the paragraph. Right, let me just go and see where is the paragraph. So we have dot text and print the paragraph. We don't need to print the paragraph, no, I mean, like we'll print it, no problem, so it's fine. So then we also get the paragraph, and the body, we pass in the paragraph and we structure it well, and we send it as an email. And let's go clear that up and run the program, and for God's sake, this should run. Oh, this it's 1 hour and 51 minutes, I guess. Live streams are really awesome. Okay, so let's see what we get. So just the same error. But why is that error? As key, I don't know, maybe because of we are passing some stuff here. So rather than passing the body, maybe we are formatting the variables, and we are passing the formatted variables, is giving some error. I'm not sure why the error is actually. Silverino, I'm not sure why do we have that error. Okay, so we have the paragraph, send the email, and okay, so what we could do right now, just get rid of the paragraph, and let's just put the paragraph here. Okay, now these kind of errors, like really small errors, but it just pisses you off like nothing. Just such a pain, so basically we have to change this to the subject. Okay, and I have to change this to the heading, and then we need to change this to the paragraph. Okay, and now let's go clear this up and change this. Oh god, how many times to do this? Okay, so it has bought us this, and let's see whether the email is been sent. Still the same error. Gosh, why? Python, dude, I cannot send an automatic email, because I normally do. I don't know what's the error here. Encode not in range 128. What is that, man? Okay, so let's go and compare the code between those. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of browsers opened up. Let me just clear everything here. So let's say quit. So quit this one, quit this one. Give me a moment, guys. Quit this one, quit this one, quit this one. Yes, quit it. Oh gosh, a lot of browsers, guys. A lot of browsers are opened up. And quit this one as well. Okay. Alright, so we quit all the browsers. We have like one browser here. Cool, so that's what you want. So guys, if I have to go back to this code and just take a look at what I have actually done, like what makes it, like, I don't know, I have no clue about it. And if you see, like, there's no any much errors in the code, it's just the same thing, but it's not sending me an email. Oh, so you know what, let's copy this, and maybe because of some sort of like errors or something, I don't know, obviously errors might pop up, so you just tap this up over here and let's save it. And we don't need the name, so we get rid of the name. And subject, let's change this to Wikipedia. Okay, Wikipedia. And heading, let's just set this to the title, whatever title we get. So we need to basically get the access to this title. Okay, and now once we get access to this title, we need to, oh wait, oh, I guess the issue is once we print off the title, it's gonna come here. It has no, it should work. But anyway, in the body, we don't need the body. No, we need the body, right? We need the body. And instead of this, let's go ahead and say, let's just get rid of this and let's give it some other name. Let's just go ahead and say, not message, let's get the paragraph. So that variable goes into the body. So the title is going to be, not the title, yeah, it is going to be the title, yes. It's going to be the title. And now in the heading, we're passing the heading, the subject, and the body. Okay, now the email should pretty much work. Email to, whose email should I send? I don't want to specify that. Let me send it to my email itself. So it's going to be in a string, you have to put it, so it's not a variable. You need to put this into a string. So let's say rodsudan666@gmail.com, and I need to send the message here. So let's go give it a try again. Okay, so let's run the program and it should work pretty much fine. Okay, cool, we got that. Okay, so we are thrown up with an error again. Okay, username and password. Okay, this is the authentication error, right? So thank God I've copied the password here, so I can just go and paste it up here. And let's give it a shot again. And before we give it just running this function, I just want to quit the browser once this is done, right? I just want to quit the browser, just the once we print out the title, I don't even need to sleep. Once even I sleep, we just need to quit this. So what I have to do is, we learned before, we basically get self.driver, okay, and just we say quit. Okay, quit, simple like that. So driver.quit, and that will just quit it like that. Okay, so we basically did it in the app.py. Like if you're watching it later, we did the same thing. We basically brought in the driver and we did a couple of functions and we created. So that's the same thing that I want you guys to do. And now let's go clear this up here and let's go run the file again. Oh, what's the other error? Okay, so this is something else. Okay, so we're gonna run this file again. Hopefully this time there shouldn't be any errors. So let's see how it goes. So it's gonna open up Wikipedia. It's gonna go to that link. It's gonna grab it. So I want you to go, quit the browser. And even if I get an error, should be an error because of some session. Okay, so we get the error again. Damn, why do we get the error? Okay, what's the error? Good character U2000. Okay, so there's some sort of an error in sending this message. Okay, so let me try one thing here. In the message, let me try just sending the subject. Okay, let me try just sending the subject. So this is like, it shouldn't take this much while to do. Like it's like a very easy kind of line of code. I don't know why is it providing this kind of errors, Okay, let's just try to just send just the subject and let's see whether it's working. And let's go right here. So if that's the error, we have some errors with the Python code, or just the inbuilt how we get the data, something like that. So let's just give it a shot and see. Okay, and also I guess, okay, there we go. So now we get the email successfully sent. So we have some errors with that line. So that's the main error. So if you go so hi, and if you see, we get the title, that's Margaret's Max Ferron Grant. I'm sorry if I couldn't spell it correctly. So that's just like, this her name, that Wikipedia name. And now we get this, so we can find the error pretty easily. I should have done this beforehand itself. Okay, so basically the heading, I'm sending title hi. We don't need to hi there, we need the title to be like that. And now I need to get the paragraphs, put a new line. And I guess this should be the error, right? This should be error. And now I need to get the, I need to get the body. Yes. Okay, so we have to get access to the body, and let's say why it is that bring up, and okay, so now the message should be sent. So let's clear it like that. Let's go and just give it a shot right now. Message should be sent properly. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's the error. The new line, the whatever we put among the new line is the error, like the //n is the error. So let's try to just copy this error, and this is how I would find if I have any errors. So just go and paste the same code and ASCII code and sending an email, Stack Overflow, someone would have got this error, right? And now what we could do, we can search for the fixed one. If you see messages, and now they'll give you an answer of, okay, so it should be in strings, right? Okay, but still the join and you replace that. Okay, so that's some sort of error just with the new line. Okay, so that's some sort of an error with just with that. So I can just say with the subject, and let's just say subject. I guess I also have the subject as a module like a body. So let's check whether we can do it like that. I'm not sure whether you can do it, but we'll just try to, like, this is the subject, and then we need to send this as a body. Now this might give us an error again. Okay, so it's giving us an error, the same shit error. Oh my god. Okay, so what can I do? Let's just go again and check whether we can. Let's see whether we can make some progress with this. Okay, so I need to see the send email part, right? Like whatever, right? I don't want to waste time just looking at this and showing you guys what this thing is. Just like it's some sort of a simple stuff should be there, but I will actually correct this up and leave it in the comments, so don't worry. I will just give the whole code and everything should be working fine, and I'll just give it. Okay, for now we are just getting the header, it's all completely fine. And not sure, let me just give search for my video. I guess I had like my video on that. I mean, yeah, I know I told you guys, but let me just go and see my channel, and let's go back. I'll send an email with Python. Where's it right here. Let's see, it's just the same thing, like 3 new lines and a body. And yeah, maybe like I'll try that and see, because this error should not come. Like, I'm pretty fluent in Python, and sending errors, I don't know why this stuff is occurring. Maybe because of slow connection or something, I'm not sure. So let's give it a shot here. Python 3, and okay, alright then. And now it should give me an error or email successfully sent. Okay, it's just giving me an error. I don't know, maybe because of having a new line or something, it's giving me an error. Not actually sure about that, but Yeah, let's just figure it out later. I'll just leave the code, figured out code right in the description if you want to check it out. um, this is the only error, like this is the only error that I'm facing right now. Normally do I send emails with Python, this like I don't know, some sort of an error. Let's just check it out. Still that's the error. Okay, whatever, just leave it like that, it's fine. It's just trying to create a new line, some ASCII characters and do something. So yeah, we can just send it like in body, you can just send it like that and it should be able to grab it. I'll also leave the code very soon in the description. Okay guys, so this is sort of like not a tutorial, actually it's actually like a sort of a live stream, like just wanted to just sit down and teach you guys simple web automation. We've done a couple of good stuff. We did on Wikipedia one, then we basically went to Wikipedia, got like from the basics. We actually learned a lot from this tutorial. Okay, so just a live stream like around, it's like 2 hours, man, this is insane. So just want to just show you guys the power of web automation. And this is like sort of like the part one. I'm planning to do like every week. This is like not a fully finished one, and we are getting an email. We actually got an email right now, we got it, but we're not able to get the body. I don't know for a fact why it's not possible. I normally do it, but yeah, I'll create a separate video. Maybe it got updated, so I'll leave a 2020 video. Maybe today or tomorrow I'll record it, I'll figure it out and send it. So that should be a good idea. Okay, so what do you guys think? I have like 0 viewers, probably not even just one, I guess. Okay, so yeah, let me just get rid of that, and also I'll delete the code to give you the proper code. And yeah, this is 2 hours, and thank you so much for 208 subscribers, really means a lot. It's been a year or something started this YouTube channel, and I really love your support, and most of you guys are really giving like good support, and I really appreciate it a ton. Like it's really awesome, thank you so much. And also make sure you my YouTube channel is this one. If you don't know what kind of tutorials I upload Python tutorials. Now it's going to be more on Python, I guess, than I have on like other tutorials like JavaScript, HTML, CSS. And today or tomorrow I might do a React live stream. So I'll be teaching you how to build a React / Next.js, something like a combo of that. So I'll be showing you how to build a website with that. Yeah, so this is it. I mean, this is not a fully fledged one showing you how to build something like that. It's just sort of like an intro to web automation, something like that. Not an exact video that shows you how to build this bot. So if you want to see an exact video, this is and this is around 2 hours. I've worked according with a lot of errors and stuff, and this is just like one video that's really made on how to create an Instagram bot. I would highly suggest you to watch it, and email with Python. And don't watch this because I guess it's updated and I have to make a new video. I will release it today or tomorrow, so stay that for that. And yeah, so I also have a Patreon page, I guess. I'll also leave it in the description if you want to contribute to me. Yeah, so shameless plug. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I guess I have it, I guess. Let me just show you itself, my Patreon right there. Okay, so basically I have like $2 here, $6 package, like the $15 one. So $2 is actually you get access to all the polls in the personal class, like one per Zoom free class. And $6 you get like one that's for $2 is for per month, and $6 is like per week you get. And also get featured in my videos. And also the $15 tier you get the 3 personal Zoom classes every week. So it's like 12 classes per month, and you also get featured in my videos. I just give you a shot or something like that. Like if you have any spare dollars to spend, if you think my videos are helpful, then consider it. If not, just leave a like and subscribe. Just appreciate it. Okay. And also I told you I'll be showing you how to run this mode headlessly. It's pretty simple, guys. You can see in my video. I just did the simple video. I can just show it in my videos itself. You just have to copy and paste this particular command. That's it. Like the user agent you have to pass, and then you have to do this, which will help you to get this headless functionality. Okay, I'm just gonna I don't want to just take this video so long, because there's no sense to take this very long. It's 2 hours, and it's not planned, and I don't want to take this long, right? So you can consider everything. I leave every video link to the description. So it's just an intro to web automation. Thank you so much if you watched it until end of the video. I really appreciate that, and people who are watching it after this should be able to see this video up and running. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your love, and thank you so much for 200 subscribers yet again. Thank you. And the next milestone is 300 subscribers, and going over like that. Okay. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. And thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye bye, guys. See you and peace. Bye bye. It's not ending. Yeah, one last thing I want to say. I also make Zoom classes. Before I end this, I just wanted to say I also make Zoom classes for free, just absolutely free, for people who want to get started in coding and stuff like that. You want to make money in coding, it's all free. So I leave my email right now. If you want to send an email, you can also comment. I'll just be, yeah, nice day. I just remember that, right? Let me just send my email here, right? Just quick, ratson666@gmail.com. So I've sent my email here. So contact me on this email if you want to get a free class like that. So I will just give you a particular good roadmap on how to get started in web development. Okay, so how to make money, and it's a 3-month sort of a plan. I will show you how to get this. Everything is free, like everything here is just free. I'll be showing all the exact roadmap on how to become a front-end web developer in 3 months, and how to start earning, and just how to make money online in Upwork or get a job. And I will actually show you on that. And maybe after this Python video, after 2 hours or so, I'll also make a video on that. I have a document just prepared, so I will also make a live stream on that. So stay tuned. In maybe in an hour or 2 hours, I just make like that. So thank you so much for subscribing. 200 subscribers. This is the intro to web automation. There are going to be a lot of videos like this in the future. We're going to explore how to create a lot of web automation series, so please stay until the video. As I told, I also take free Zoom classes on helping you build up your career in the future, how to become a better web developer and also earn money. It's all free, so you can just send me an email and I can schedule you a call and we all can chat together, and I will show you exact roadmap. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I guess I have like one viewer. I don't know who's viewing this right now. Could you just sort of send me a message? So could you just send me a message so I know who is watching this right now? I'll be just waiting like 10 seconds or so. I guess I have like one viewer. So once I upload this one to like a Reddit pages or something, then I might get like people can just more people can watch it in these videos. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and whoever is watching right now, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and keep coding, and subscribe and wait until I upload the next video. Probably in 2 hours I'll be going over the exact front-end development guide on how to become a better front-end developer and how to grow your clients and all of this stuff. I'll be going over everything. I have a prepared document onto that.